Hello and welcome back to Cienie. We will be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is, I believe, it was a party for the bear's sister who had just returned. I believe they were doing some little tarot card reading things, and Tom pulled 3 cards. Unfortunately, because I didn't save after I finished that, I didn't pull the same 3 cards, or actually I didn't pull the same first card. In the video previously that I recorded, it was a hard card, but when I had to do this again and then just like save at the spot that I left at, it changed it to, what did it change it to? I forgot. I don't know. It changed it to something else. So, that portion is different, and if that somehow changes the story, I don't know. You still had the whole little hand hovering above Tom and the other girl, whose name I forget. And Tom sort of, I guess, passes out, I think. So, yeah. Aside from this, the next portion that I'm about to read, there's actually a short story that I'm going to read after that, which is found in the extras. So, yeah, there's 2 things to look forward to for Cienie. Anyways, what else? I think that's it, actually. There really isn't much else going on. Oh, Tom, in my video at least, told the bear what he had to do, or what he was trying to do in order to help the bear with his money troubles. So he came clean about, I think the fox's name is Jacob, something like that. He confronted his father about the missing money, but he realized that, the father didn't actually take the money, so the money was probably stolen by somebody else. So, yeah, I think that's the extent of what happened. The German Shepherd, the detective, was investigating on his own, but I forgot. He went to talk to the bear, the polar bear, who owns the restaurant. And I don't remember what happened with them, though. I think he was talking to him about the bear's involvement with the building that they walked into or something like that. I don't remember. It was a while ago, so it'll eventually come to me, but by then it's going to be already too late. Anyway, so yeah, without further ado, let us continue Cienie. I wish this bed wasn't so uncomfortable. The uneven foam underneath leaves parts of the frame poking my back. Dark room, no windows. My eyes begin to water, and I instinctively rub them to ease the strain. I almost call out for someone. Otto? An unfamiliar name. Maybe it was from a dream that I was having. Next thing that I know, light starts to pour from the gap between the door and the floor. I hear whispers from the next room. They're speaking German. I recognize the language, but not well enough to understand it. Same with the first voice that comes from behind the door. I don't know German. I don't know how to pronounce that. Welchen? I am resisting the urge to pronounce it in Spanish. For some reason, I want to default to Spanish. Welchen? Welcome, patient. Haben wir hier? Haben wir hier? Number 443551. Dreizehn. I do not know how to pronounce that. That's straight up German. Teil des Projekts. Noch ein Him. Wir haben Visualisierung Patient. Das gefällt mir nicht. Sei still, lass den Direktor das nicht hören. Du hast recht, was machen wir mit denn hier? I can't make out the reply. Hearing the conversation, I begin to shake. I don't understand why. I try to get up, but my body refuses to cooperate. Suddenly, the door creaks open, and light from the outside pours into the room, revealing the plain concrete walls and floor. The doctor enters the room and walks towards a small table, one of the room's only features aside from the chair next to it and my bed, with a lamp on it. He turns the lamp on, directing it at me, then locks the door. Even though I know him well, his face looks fuzzy for some reason, and all I can make out is his lab coat. "Hello, how are you feeling today, Mieszko?" For some reason, the name rings odd in my ears. But it is my name. I know that. What's wrong? I can feel the doctor frowning at the delay in my answer, even though I can't make out his face. "Please cooperate. We don't want a repeat of the last incident." I ignore his plea, but more out of confusion than anything else. I can't control my own limbs. What is happening to me? I try to turn my head, to look around further, but all I can do is stare at the door. He jots something down. "I am alright." Even my voice sounds off to me, maybe because it has started to crack. "Let's discuss your tests, okay?" "Okay." "Did you have any dreams, or anything strange happening?" A panicked feeling rises in my chest. I think that I was at someone's birthday party, but I didn't recognize anyone. "I see. Maybe because you miss your friends?" "I don't know." "Do you remember your friends?" "No." "When will I be able to leave this room?" I don't know." "I see. The world outside is in a bad place right now. You're safe here." "I don't feel safe." "I understand. Please remember that what we're doing here is for the greater good. You might not understand now, but one day people will remember you as a hero." "All right." I lie down and turn to face the concrete wall. My eyes are welling up with tears, but I don't want the doctor to see them. I'd make him angry, I think. "I'll bring you something nice next time, Mieszko." "Okay, doctor." The chair screeches as the voice fades from the room, followed by the thud of the closing door. Inky blackness surrounds me once more, and I hear myself sobbing. But the sound is muffled somehow, as if coming from behind a wall. It fades quickly, and soon it's just darkness, until more whispers pierce it. "Das ist schrecklich. Und wer oder sie. Sie sind Kinder." I hear my distorted voice speaking through my mouth again. I want to go home. How long have I been lying like this? Hours? Days? It feels long enough for me to keep mulling over the same question. What in the hell is happening to me? Is that my thought? Suddenly, I hear the rush of heavy footsteps in the corridor. I remain still and unmoving, like being held down by something. A loud alarm blares through the chamber. I cover my ears, trembling, as the doctor rushes into the room. Even with ears covered, though, I hear loud booms somewhere in the distance, interspersed with the screams of people panicked in the hallway. The doctor speaks, urgency filling his voice. "It's okay. Don't be afraid. But we have to go now." "What is going on? Who's coming?" He grabs me by the hand and starts pulling me out of the room. "Bad people. We gotta go." "Where?" The doctor goes silent, though he doesn't stop running as he drags me behind him. He glances at me over his shoulder. "We have to take temporary shelter." "Don't worry. We have prepared for this. There's a safe room close by. You can play with your friends once we get there." "What? No way." "Don't worry. Our soldiers will drive the enemy back. We'll be out soon." "Okay." Just, I want to say, Mieszko, you've made it so far. I'm proud of you. I feel nauseous. Why is this happening? Why now? My breaths come labored as my steps lag behind the doctor's. Eventually, my legs give in and I drop to the floor. Hold on. Let me carry you. Everything fades. The sounds, the cries. No, don't! A warm, fuzzy hand caresses my cheek as I open my eyes once again. Otto? Tom, it's me, Otto. Do you know where you are? I look around as the three familiar faces look back at me, all equally concerned. Are we still at your house? I think he's coming back to his senses. What I just experienced leaves me disorientated, but at least I'm now certain that it is finally over. Wait, what did I experience? Something is fading from my mind already. Something important. I know it. Was it a dream? It felt so vivid in the moment. Otto flashes me a goofy smile, but he can't hide how worried he is. Somehow seeing that caring expression kind of puts me at ease. Thank God you're okay. You need anything? I press the base of my throat. Some water would be nice. On it. Hold your head still, Tom. Anna gently presses a cold pack to my head. I assume that that's where I landed after. Ouch. Sorry, you hit your head pretty hard just now. How are you feeling, Tom? You really scared us. Yeah, we were just about to call the emergency services. Sorry, guys, but I'm mostly fine now. What happened? You went unconscious for about 10 minutes. I think you had one of your, episodes? I take some time to process her words. It felt so real, though, but looking back to it now, Anna's explanation makes sense. Ah, yeah, you're right. Though I think that this one was a lot more severe than usual. It's fine. I'm sorry, Tom. I hope that tarot reading didn't trigger your... No, I don't think so. Anna must have sensed that I don't believe what I just said, but she reluctantly nods. I take some time to gather my thoughts, but everything from moments ago feels fuzzy. What happened after I passed out? When you collapsed, I yelled for Anna, and well, after that you became, delirious. Yeah, you were mumbling something while we were trying to get you on the couch. What did I say? It was hard to make out except for a name. A name. Yes, Mieszko. Just about the only thing that I remember from the episode. Only thing concrete, at least. The emotions that I was feeling still linger. Sadness, exhaustion, panic, terror. Ah, I have never had an episode this vivid before. Perhaps I really should contact the psychiatrist again. Otto returns and hands me a cup of water. I take a sip as he sits down beside me. Thanks. He gives my shoulder a firm squeeze. Despite that, something tugs at my thoughts, and after a moment I realize what. Selena. I remember her reacting to whatever was happening before I passed out. I glance at her, eyebrows raised. Selena is staring vacantly at the couch, not saying anything. Did I imagine it? No, I couldn't have. She called it out. She saw it. I can't read her expression, but I need to ask her. I need to know. Our eyes meet as she finally speaks. Well, we're glad that you're okay now. That name you were saying, Mieszko? Who's that? I have no idea. I don't recall ever meeting a Mieszko. Anna nods thoughtfully. Are you sure you're feeling all right? Yeah, I'm fine now. Okay, just keep that cold pack on your head. She turns to the others. Let's clean up. Actually, Selena, can, we chat for a second? This is the only way that I know if Selena saw it too. Anna shrugs as Selena nods and walks over to the couch. Otto, meanwhile, follows his sister into the kitchen. I nod for Selena to sit down next to me. When it was just you and me in the living room, there was something crawling up the ceiling. You noticed it, right? You even pointed it out to me. Selena's eyes widen. Tom, actually, you were the one who pointed it out. What? Before you collapsed, you looked up and asked if I could see it, too. Tom, No, I could swear that you were looking right at it. I really didn't see anything, Tom. You're lying. Selena flinches as I jump to my feet. My shouting draws the siblings back into the living room. Both of them are staring at me, bewildered. Tom? Selena, what's going on? Realizing how frightened Selena looks as I stare down at her, I blink and sit back down. Sorry, I'm just... I try to calm myself down, but my legs are trembling. So if she didn't see it, what did I just remember? Was it simply a false memory? Anna approaches me and leans down, holding my knee firmly. Tom, what's going on? I swear, Tom, I didn't see anything, but I did feel something heavy looming over you. Anna turns back to Selena, wide-eyed. What? Sorry, but I've no idea what it was. Anna sighs, standing up and crossing her arms. In that case, we can't truly rule out that there was a spiritual disturbance. Selena glances at me uncomfortably, then turns her gaze back to Anna. Babe, you're jumping way too far with the way too little. Maybe, but all things considered, I can't rule it out either. We need to make sure that Tom is protected. I don't think it's necessary. I didn't ask what you think. Something is obviously wrong. You know what's wrong. It's mine. Maybe, maybe not. Selena just said that she sensed something. So at least, when it comes to things like that, let me deal with it. You mean us? Yeah, sorry, a slip-up. Selena looks uncomfortable, but musters up a smile before she and Anna carry on with their discussion. While the girls are talking out how to protect me from spirits, I look at Otto. I lower my voice into a whisper to not interrupt the girls. Otto, I think that I want to go home now. Yeah, I totally get that. I force a pained smile. After what just happened, I'm too terrified to be dragged any further into occult nonsense. Knowing Anna, she'd prepare 10 more seances if I let her. Otto pats my head, ruffling my hair. If you need anything, I'm here. I know. I swat his hand away. Silly. Thanks. Anna and Selena are still discussing the best method and ritual to protect me. Anna, I'm gonna drive Tom home. Can I use your car? Well, we were about to visit Mom anyway, so let's all drive. We can drop off Tom first. Speaking of parents, Dad would freak out and ask a million questions if he heard about any of this. Guys. Yes, Tom? Just, don't tell anyone about what happened tonight. If that's what you want, we won't. But... Anna takes something out of her bag. While Selena and I figure out how to protect you from evil spirits, I think that you should wear this. Babe, we don't even know what it truly was. How are we already at evil spirits? Anna sticks her tongue out at her girlfriend before handing me a small trinket with a gem attached in the center. Wear it around your neck, especially if you feel something bad might be coming. I turned it over within my palm. This trinket business only confuses me more. Actually, you know what? Just wear it and don't take it off so that it will always protect you. Whether you believe it or not, it's worth trying. I contemplate her words for a moment. Sure, I'll keep it. Anna puts both of her hands on my shoulder, shaking me gently. Promise me, Tom. I'm honestly worried about you. Anna. Listen, you're currently dealing with a stalker, and now maybe something else has attached itself to you. Whatever, as long as it gets Anna off my back. Fine, I promise. I put the necklace around my neck. Happy? Anna nods, patting me on the shoulder. I'll be happier when we've given you proper protection. Selena rolls her eyes but doesn't comment further. I gather my belongings as we all prepare to head out. As I'm putting my jacket on, Otto approaches me. I'm sorry about earlier too. I'm unsure what he's referring to. What do you mean? You know. I really don't. I meant what happened with the eagle. Oh, honestly, with everything that happened since then, I had practically forgotten about it. I mean, I almost got you hurt. I was sure that you'd handle it. Actually, I was kind of scared too. Otto fidgets with his finger, struggling to meet my eyes. Again, I'm sorry. I give him a calm smile. You're fine, Otto. Just keep yourself safe, okay? I grab the door handle and pull it open. Anna drives the car, with Selena riding shotgun. Otto did say that he wanted to drive, but after arguing with his sister, he relented, now sitting at the back with me. As I watched the wispy clouds far above, I still cannot wrap my head around what I went through tonight. A dream? A psychotic episode? A possession? Did I imagine that entity on the ceiling? As much as Selena scoffs at that idea, I have to admit Anna's hypothesis may have a point. And then again, I could just be losing it. The more that I try to make sense of it, the more lost I become. And who the fuck was Mieszko? There's something about it, some detail that keeps tugging at the very edge of my consciousness, but eluding me at the same time. Does it tie to Quelmino? And if so, how? A firm touch from Otto's paw on my knee jolts me back to reality. You sure you're okay? I realize that the car stopped some time ago, and now everyone is staring at me with concern. Yeah, I'm fine. Tom, if you need anything... He leans closer. Well, my house is here. Thanks for the ride, guys. As I jump out of the car, Anna calls out to me. Tom? Yeah? If you're still not feeling well next week, there's no need to come into work. Am I being fired? No, silly. I'm giving you some days off until you're feeling better. Thanks, Anna. Get well soon, Tom. I smile and wave back at her before finally stepping into my house. Inside, I lock the door behind me and quickly take off my shoes. Dad is already waiting for me in the living room. I really am not looking forward to any more conversations tonight. Hey, Tomasz. Hey, Dad. I cover the bump in my head with my palm so that he won't notice. If you're hungry, I made tomato soup for dinner. It's in the fridge. Nah, I already ate. I'm just gonna go to bed. He nods at me before focusing back on his show. I guess I'm free from the interrogation tonight. As I walk past, however, he turns his head to me again. How have you been? Good. Is there anything? Well, just trying to have a conversation, you know. Oh, okay, sorry, Dad, but, I fake a yawn. Maybe tomorrow? He smiles bitterly as he collapses further onto the sofa. It's okay. Good night, son. His reaction makes me feel rather guilty, though I really don't want to waste any more words on him tonight. As I enter my room, I drop all of my stuff on the floor before sinking into my bed. Oof, I'm so tired. Then again, aren't I always? It's inescapable. This whole investigation must be driving me insane. I mean, I can't talk to Markus about tonight. He'll simply tell me to drop the case and focus on my mental health. And Dad? I don't even want to imagine what he'd say. Ignoring that whole situation for now, I instead turn my mind to my visit to Otto's parents' house today. Even Miss Oginski's reaction was an enigma after she said that the bear in the photo wasn't Bernard. I mean, she has no reason to lie to me, I think. The bear in the photo was wearing a military outfit, though. That's when something else comes back to me. In that dream, there were gunshots. Could that be related? Didn't I see someone wearing the same... No, don't be stupid. Even if I did, who could deny that I simply conflagrated what I saw in the photo and projected it onto the vision? I need to focus on things that I actually have certainty over instead. Hence, I should ask Markus what he learned from Bernard. As I hug my pillow, lying on my side and facing away from the window, my mind wanders to Camille. Maybe once he's found, I can have some clarity. It all started with Camille, didn't it? As my eyelids get heavier, my mind keeps returning to what Camille asked me. Yes, Camille. I think that I can see it too. The sun is already high above when I wake up. I check the time on my phone. It's almost noon. Have I really been out for 10 hours? I rarely sleep that long, yet I still feel restless. This investigation has definitely thrown my body clock out of kilter. As I try to get up, the lingering grogginess knocks me back off balance, and I'm forced to sit back down on the mattress. Fuck. Guess I need to take things slow today. Keep my mind from working overtime like it had been for the past couple of weeks. If only my head could just be empty for once. I glance at the fake detective board that I put together just before leaving for Warsaw. It reminds me of Mom. What would you do if you were here? She always supported my ambition to be a lawyer, and I wanted to make her proud of me. Helping people was a goal that I had in mind, be it a lawyer or a detective. But now, I'm not sure anymore. Am I even making a difference? All that I want now is for her to be safe, somewhere, and not... I let out a long sigh, staring at the floor. My phone buzzes, a string of notifications snap me out of my thoughts. Hey kitty, been trying to reach you all morning. Wanna join our fishing trip today? It'll be me and Raymond. Morning, Tom. Just wanted to check how you're feeling. When you're feeling better, maybe we could go to the cinema? Or not, if you don't want to. I leave my phone on the desk and lie back on my bed. I'm not feeling very social right now. As I try to settle my thoughts, my stomach growls. Ugh. I need to eat. Just as hunger starts to take over, a sweet aroma wafts up from downstairs. I push myself off the bed and head to the stairs. The groggy sensation hasn't fully faded, but starvation is a strong force right now. The sizzle of the frying pan from the kitchen sounds almost nostalgic. It's like when we all used to... I knew that would lure you down. I spot Dad in an apron, flipping pancakes in the kitchen. A bizarre sight. What's the occasion? Your mom never needed an occasion to make breakfast, did she? Well, I guess I am hungry. I instantly interrupt him in case he gets too sentimental. Stepping next to him, I grab a plate from the drawer and take some pancakes from the finished stack with a fork. I'm gonna eat in my room if that's okay. Before I can leave, he grabs me by the arm. Tom, can we have a proper conversation for once? I pull back and free myself. Not a good time. I really don't want him telling me that it's pointless to look for Mom. I have something to do, but thanks for the pancakes. Maybe later today, when I get back from work? Right, I forgot that he has a job now. It's still hard to believe, but at least he's trying. Enough to pay the bills. Are you going out anywhere today? Sure, and no, I'm just gonna stay at home. Tomasz, are you alright? I sigh and shrug. Could be better. When he doesn't press further, I head upstairs, and I can feel his gaze following me. I actually feel awful. But I seriously don't want to talk to him if he doesn't even want to try to believe that she is still alive. Even so, after whatever that dream or nightmare was, I don't want him pretending to worry about me. Not like he'd believe me anyway. He never believed before. Why would he now? Being kind of harsh, actually. I see. Thanks for your time. Have a nice day. I weave my fingers together in front of my snout, letting my chin rest on my thumbs as I stare into the laptop monitor. Its glow casts a long shadow under my muzzle as I am hunched over the desk. My paws have been aching for hours since I received a contact list connected to Forte Security, which Igor helped me find. Even after all the phone calls that I've made, there is surprisingly little information about it. The company seems clean, at least on the surface. Yet with how small of a digital footprint that they've left and how little they advertise, it's a wonder that they landed any contracts at all. Something doesn't add up. I just don't know what yet. I think Kral was recently hired by them as a security guard. Maybe I can ask him for help? Even Tom didn't say much about why they're after Otto. Maybe that bear didn't give Tom the whole story. Either way, I'll have to talk to Tom about it again. I put aside this matter to focus on what could be a big break in another case today. After all that's happened, I can finally talk to Camille's mother. Maybe some pieces of the puzzle will finally fall into place. I nearly lunged for the telephone. Hello? Hey, Markus. Carl, I was just thinking about you. Oh, how come? Just wanted to ask you something work-related, but that can wait. What's up? A long silence on the other end. Something definitely happened. Is Tom okay? I don't know, but... Another silence. Did they get into a fight? What happened? I don't know. It's just... He sighs through the receiver. I stay quiet, giving him some time. I mean, he came back late yesterday, and the way that he looked worried me sick. I asked him, but he brushed me off. Well, Tom said that he went to Otto's for Anna's welcoming party. Maybe he got completely knackered there? Oh, I didn't know that. But it really looked like something did happen. So could you... Carl's sentence lingers, as if begging me to finish it. I can talk to him, if that's what you want. I think that would be for the best. Okay, I need to go. Running late already. Tell me how it goes once you've spoken to him. Sure. Thanks, Markus. Oh, about your... He hangs up before I can finish. Guess he really was in a hurry. I don't know how to help his family. Tom is already an adult, though he struggles to act like one. He has every right not to want to interact with Carl. And yet, I cannot but feel responsible. Like helping Carl is somehow my duty. I let out a sigh of my own. Well, guess I'll focus on Camille's case for now. As I grab my coat, I make sure to have my keys, wallet, and of course, a pack of cigarettes. Maybe after visiting Miss Nowak at the hospital, I'll head over to Tom's house to make sure that everything is alright. There are 2 police cars parked at the hospital. I enter the foyer, walk up to the reception desk, and inform them about my business. The receptionist excuses herself to make a phone call. "Alright, Mr. Waldner. The police chief asks that you wait here." "Sure." As I step away from the desk, my tummy growls. I was so preoccupied with this morning's investigation that I completely skipped breakfast. Usually Raymond drops me by my office on the weekends and brings something to eat along. Oh, I forgot to tell him that I'm not at the office today, in case he shows up. I pull out my phone and begin typing. "Afternoon, Raymond. Won't be at my office today. Got some business at the hospital." Okay, now that is sorted, time to grab something to eat. I notice a vending machine conveniently placed near the waiting area. I walk over and browse through the available items. I guess I'll just get a sandwich then. After slotting in a few coins into the machine, I watch as the sandwich drops down with the press of a button. It's not great. "Detective Waldner?" Chief Agatha appears at the end of the corridor. I quickly stash my half-eaten sandwich in my pocket as she approaches. "Sorry, I'm just grabbing lunch." "Of course, Miss Novak's ward is in this way. Come with me, Waldner." I follow her to the elevator. "So, how's Miss Nowak?" She rests one hand on her hip, shifting her weight to one side as we wait. "The doctor says that she is responding well to simple questions, though her memories are still a bit hazy." Glad to hear it. I watch the floor numbers blink as it counts down towards our floor. "And with that in mind, I hope that you toe the line today, Mr. Waldner." She then steps into the elevator, no elaboration. What does she mean by that? We stand silently inside as the elevator climbs up, stopping on nearly every floor as people come and go. I feel a tightness around my neck under Agatha's constant stare, while everyone else seems unbothered by the tension brewing inside the cabin. Feeling the claustrophobic sensation creeping in, I loosen my necktie. After what feels like an eternity, the elevator reaches our floor. Once we're out, I take a deep breath. And just to our left, Igor is already standing by the front door to Miss Novak's private ward, waiting for us. "Good afternoon, Igor." "Afternoon, Markus." Seeing Igor reminds me of our discussion from earlier. Hopefully Agatha won't give me an earful for requesting someone stationed at Tom's house. "So, did Igor tell you about my request?" Yes. You asked Officer Berngruff to keep an eye on our witness, and you requested someone to watch Tomáš's house?" Knowing where this is going, I look over at Igor. He shrugs. "It was faster just asking him for both." "I'm sure that it was faster for you, but paperwork still needs to be filed." "I understand that." She crosses her arms. "I don't think you do. What were you even thinking not calling the police immediately?" "For what? To terrorize Tom's life even more?" "Oh, come on, Waldner. I thought that we were past that." He doesn't need cops rummaging through his room right now. I don't think the kid will ever move past what happened during the investigation. She presses her hands against her face and sighs. "Waldner, I don't have time to argue about the past. We have more pressing matters right now." She then opens the door and calls out to someone inside. A moment later, a young male police officer steps out. She places her hand behind his back and nudges him forward. "This is Officer Antonios. He'll be watching over Tomáš's residence." Kinda cute. The young officer, a husky, extends his hand to me, eager for a handshake. "Just a Dariusz is fine. Detective Waldner, it is an honor to finally meet you." I take his hand and he shakes it vigorously, with palpable excitement. Husky. I glance at Agatha and Igor, confused, but neither say anything. "Oh, thanks, Dariusz." "And per your request, Officer Berngruff will monitor the witness." "Appreciated, Chief." She nods. "Officer Antonios, here is our most recent transfer. I'm sure that you will get along just fine. She grins before turning around to discuss something with Igor. For someone who's often grim and stern, she definitely has a twisted sense of humor, setting me up with someone like this. When I was stationed at Warsaw, I heard a lot about you. His tail whizzes like a propeller. What I'm trying to say is, I'm a big fan of your previous work. Catching serial killers is a no small feat, Detective Waldner. Well, just the one. A familiar weight settles in my chest as I recall those nights, a feeling I thought that I had left behind. The husky must have noticed something in my expression. Oh, sorry if I... Officer Antonios, please, let's focus on today's agenda. Yes, Chief. He strains his back and salutes before backing off. What I'm trying to say is that you're kind of someone that I wanted to meet when I came here. I don't respond. Instead, I just nod and move past him towards Agatha. She's right. There are more important matters to deal with. I grab the door handle to Miss Novak's room and glance at Agatha, waiting for approval. Go ahead, Mr. Waldner. We enter the room. Miss Novak is lying in the bed, connected to several monitors. She's looking out the window, her gaze lost and distant. Agatha and Igor remain by the door as I step closer to her bed frame. Good afternoon, Miss Novak. How are you feeling? Mr. Waldner. Yes, I'm glad that you still recognize me. You found him, my boy. Yes, you called me to tell him that he returned home. Do you remember what happened after? I... The monitor suddenly beeps a bit faster as her eyes dart haphazardly around the room. Don't worry, we can take it slow. I'm here to help. Camille, he came home that night. Yes, he did. Oh, I'm so happy. I need to repay you. Where? My wallet. For the first time since we arrived, she looks directly at me and smiles. She tries to sit up, but I gently place my hand on her shoulder. No, not now. You need to rest. You're such a kind man, Mr. Waldner. She relaxes again, sinking into the pillow, her gaze drifting back to the window. So, what happened after he returned home? Yes. After he came home, I remained quiet to give her space to gather her thoughts. A single tear suddenly flows down her cheek. I yelled at him. I told him that I was disappointed with him, but it wasn't true. It's okay. No. I made him sad because I was sad. He said that he had to leave again. That we had to leave. Leave where? Far away. So that we could be safe. Safe? From what? He said bad people were coming. She pauses, glancing towards Agatha and Igor. Agatha gives a subtle nod while Igor continues taking notes. So he told you to pack lightly and go with them? Yes. But I didn't want to. My church needed me. And who would tend to my husband's grave? Camille was in a hurry. They argued, and she refused to leave. Though he must have convinced her somehow. Or maybe the fear was enough? After you left the house and headed to the bus stop, what happened then? I don't remember. I considered giving her a few details, which we've already uncovered, hoping that it might help jog her memory. So, a nearby security camera recorded you and Camille walking towards a bus stop, but he was constantly looking over his shoulder. Yes, he was very scared. I kept asking why, and he said that they found out. Found out what? I don't know, dear. Understood. After that, Another camera recorded you both running into the forest, but no one was chasing you. We did run, and run, until I had no strength left. And then someone pushed me. Someone pushed me. Someone pushed me. Camille fought. I heard someone fighting. Do you know who pushed you? No. It was dark. I couldn't see. Do you think that it was Camille? No, it can't be. He was with me and he... She pauses, glancing around the room again. Is Camille here? I'm afraid not, Miss Nowak. He went missing again after you both went into the forest. Oh, please find my son. I'm worried for him. Yes, I promise. But we need to understand what happened that night. I take her hand gently. Take your time, Miss Nowak. She then nods, taking a deep breath before continuing. Then, I was in so much pain. Everything went quiet. I didn't have the strength to even call for my son. You sure you didn't cry out for help? Maybe when it happened? She doesn't respond, but I'm pretty sure Tom said that he heard her shouting. Then a young black cat arrived. He helped me. Yes, Tomasz. He works for me. The whole forest was watching him. His steps, his sounds. What do you mean? Was someone else there? Eyes. I don't understand. Watching. The beeping spikes again as her heart rate picks up. It's okay. You're safe now. Eyes here. Eyes there. Eyes everywhere. What does that mean? Is someone watching you? Watching. All of us. As I let go of her hand, she begins to thrash around, rattling her hospital bed before knocking a glass beside her onto the floor. Camille. Camille. Her movements are violent, almost yanking the IV line from her arm. It isn't long before a team of nurses and doctors rush in, ordering us to leave. As we do, I'm left more confused than when I walked in. Right now, I need to take a breather. I check my right pocket for the leftover sandwich that I just bought. I didn't realize that it got smushed inside my pocket during the interview. Meanwhile, in the corridor, Agatha is already in discussion with her subordinates. Probably a good time to chime in. Yes, no matter how we ask, she keeps insisting Camille wasn't involved at all. So you're saying that she's lying? Chief Agatha turns to me. A mother will always protect her child regardless of how rotten the child is. That's a bit of a stretch, don't you think? You defend him after he broke into Tomasz's house? Thought so. She isn't wrong. I can't keep defending Camille given his troubling behavior. And troubling would be a massive understatement. But just because he broke into Tom's house doesn't mean that he harmed his own mother. I lean against the wall, digging in my pocket for the pack of cigarettes before remembering that this is a no-smoking zone. Camille didn't push her, but whoever did was already after them. If the camera didn't catch them, does it mean that they ran into the woods out of sight? Potentially, if that's the case, someone came prepared. They knew the camera lay up and were to strike to avoid detection. Camille probably panicked and ran, trying to hide. But he doesn't strike me as someone who'd easily get scared. He's big, well-built, and can clearly fight back. Unless there is more than one attacker. Looks like your gears are turning. You could say that. If so, we'd like to hear what you have to say. I think someone knew exactly what they were doing with this ambush. Ambush? Yes, I'm sure someone was anticipating that they'd flee. And you think that they knew about the camera? Good, Igor's on the same page. Yeah, that's the first thing. I have something to ask of you, Chief. Could I get permission to retrieve the footage in person? Why would I do that? You won't like what I have to say otherwise. Do what you must, as long as you bring the evidence back and share your findings. Really? Yeah. After hearing from that lady, I've realized that this case is a lot muddier than I thought. Thank you, Chief. One more thing. I didn't want to tell you over the phone, but... She pulls an envelope from her pocket and hands it to me. Here. Is this... Yeah, don't say that I never do anything for you. Have a nice day, Waldner. They then all leave towards the elevator lobby. I stay behind to open the envelope. I've written permission to enter Qualmino. Finally. Hey, it's Tom. Sorry, but I can't answer right now. Please leave a message. And that's the 5th attempt to reach him. The kid worries me. At least, judging by what Carl said this morning, he's probably just not feeling very outgoing right now. He'd probably appreciate a proper update on the case, though. As I step out of the hospital, I see the husky officer standing next to his police car. He raises his right hand to catch my attention, a lit cigarette resting between his fingers. Detective Waldner, I wanted to apologize for my behavior earlier. Don't worry about it, Officer Dariosh. He nods courteously. So the search continues, eh? He points at the envelope in my hand. Something like that. I reach into my pocket for a cigarette, only to realize that the whole damn pack is empty already. Dariosh notices my annoyance and promptly pops his own pack, shaking it in my direction, like dangling a bunch of keys in front of a baby. Want one? Oh, it's fine. I'll just be on my way to buy. I insist. Consider this my apology. I shrug before taking one of the cigarettes, sticking out. He swiftly lights it as soon as I rest it between my lips. His mannerisms definitely indicate that he's done this many times for his superiors. So, you and Chief, I hear you butt heads occasionally? The comment makes me chuckle. More like always, but it's good to consider different perspectives on a case like this. I'll trust you on that. He takes a drag before continuing. To be honest, I don't know anyone here that well. The transfer was, more of a punishment. Oh, did you commit some kind of misconduct? He shakes his head. No, absolutely not. I guess I think I asked too many questions. Dariosh stares up at the clouds moving lazily overhead, although his gaze seems vacant. Sounds like he went through a rough experience. I don't think that I'll pry any further. He quickly regains his composure and feigns a smile. Well, story for another time. But I wanted to ask one thing, Detective. Yeah? In case there's any more trouble at the Tishko's residence, do you want me to contact you directly? That's a good suggestion. Compared to the police station, my office is closer to Tom's house. And since this guy is a mere rookie, he might need my help. Yeah, if you think that you won't get into trouble with the chief. Nah, I'm not scared of her, to be honest. He smiles as he takes out another cigarette. Well then. I take out my business card and hand it to him. Here are my contact details. Dariosh keys the number into his phone. A moment later, my phone buzzes. I show him the incoming call. Yep, that's me. Well, I have some patrol work to do before heading to the Tishko's house later. Have a nice day, Detective. The husky enters his police car and starts the engine before driving off. He rolls down the window. Thank you, Mr. Waldner. I won't disappoint you. I hope so. I watch as he drives away. As I'm about to take my last drag of the cigarette, I spot Raymond getting out of the delivery van in front of the hospital entrance. Raymond? Ah, Mr. Waldner, you're here. Were you looking for me? Yes, actually. I stare at Raymond in surprise. I guess I mentioned the hospital in my message earlier, but I didn't expect the tiger to be showing up here. Something urgent then? You could have called me and come to the office when I return. Raymond seems to hesitate. There is an odd sort of guilt in his expression, and he's fidgeting with his hands. He then nods. Actually, yes, I suppose that there is something urgent. Tom and I went to Cuamino. You what? Sir, please don't shout. We're near a hospital. I give the man an irritated look before whispering angrily to Raymond. Get in the car now. Once we're in the car, I start the engine and immediately pull out into the street. I already knew Tom was a daredevil, but I never expected that he dragged the tiger into one of his escapades. Are you angry? How else am I supposed to feel about this? Sorry, Mr. Waldner. I take a deep breath. Maybe Bernard was right to question my line of work. It's not doing my blood pressure any good. When did you go there? 2 days ago. The same day that you guys met the witness? Raymond nods. Do you realize how dangerous it is for the two of you to visit that place? Actually, Tom's friends, David and Eliash, were there too, so... I sputter. Those two hyenas got involved as well? I grasp the steering wheel so tightly, my knuckles begin to discolor. Okay, whose idea was it in the first place? Raymond twiddles with his thumb, looking down. It was Tom, wasn't it? As I utter his name, Raymond meets my eyes before glancing the other way, a dead giveaway. Of course it was. I knew something was off when Tom didn't pick up my call that night. In fact, the next day, he said that he was going to the town hall to look into Cuamino's history. But it never crossed my mind that the boys actually went to. Okay, did something happen? No, nothing, Oh, we checked the place only. Haven't I told you that you can't just go there without proper authorization? Yes, but... Plus, imagine if you were caught and reported to the police. That alone would be enough grounds for authorities to revoke your working visa. And if Tom were caught, the police chief would force me to call off this whole investigation for failing to keep him in line. I understand, Mr. Waldner. It's just... Raymond's claws clutch his thighs tightly as small tears begin to well up between the tiger's eyelids, though he tries his best to keep it together. I let out an empathetic sigh. I know what's at stake for you, Raymond, but this investigation takes time. We can't be reckless. No, you are correct. But the way things are going, I'm not sure if time is on our side anymore. That's why I went looking for you. And I am also worried about the town, especially about what happened to the old lady who got attacked. Miss Nowak? She's in stable condition. I see. Glad to hear that then. There is a sense of desperation in his tone as his voice cracks in the middle of the sentence. How are you holding up? Aside from... not bad, got a bit tired yesterday at the bar. Hope Bernard doesn't overwork you to exhaustion. No, he doesn't. He even offered to let me end my shift early, but I didn't want Daria to bartend by herself. Very thoughtful of you, Raymond. Small matter. She already helped me a lot, anyway. I see. My mind shifts towards thinking about Tomasz. If only I could say that about Tom. I am glad that you asked Tom to help with the investigation. Yeah, but he almost got you guys in trouble. But I do see where he's coming from. He just wanted to speed things up. I'm just pissed that he is always doing some sneaky business behind my back. Not my place to pry, but Maybe it's because you also hide things from him? I glance at Raymond, frowning. What has Tom told him? I was just trying to protect him. Don't worry, Markus. He's big already. What? I think he's more capable than you give him credit for. You think so? I know so, especially when he helped me interview the witnesses. That's good to know, but it's no excuse to be dragging you to Koamino of all places. That being said, if only I got the authorization much sooner, maybe you boys wouldn't have felt the need to snoop around on your own. That's kinda on me. Raymond takes a moment to process before his eyes light up. So, you got permission already? Glad you asked. I pull a folded document from my coat pocket and hand it to him. The tiger skims the paper before pausing at a line halfway down. Rayhan Bin. What? I am allowed to visit also? Well, yeah. You are, after all, Megat's next of kin, so I argue that you had the right to be included, but only under authorized supervision, meaning myself. And based on what we know so far, it's most likely that the group didn't leave Subnaval and went straight to Koamino. So, what now? I check the time on my watch. It's only 3 o'clock. I don't have much to do today, other than... Well, there's still some daylight to check out Koamino if you wanna. Can we? Yes, please. Raymond thumps in his seat with excitement. Whoa, sure thing. Just a quick detour for now. I'll need some time to prepare for a proper visit later. Oh, thank you, Mr. Wagner. What did I tell you about just calling me Markus? Oh, yeah, Thanks, Markus. And that's where I'm gonna leave it for today. So, something interesting happened in that we saw that Miss Nowak apparently can see the same thing that Tomasz can see too. And that is this weird freaky hand-eye thingy. And I don't know if I showed it in the first video of the visual novel, where depending on the choice that you make when you find Miss Nowak, or I guess when you go into the forest to look for Miss Nowak, you will either find her and people will find you too, and you'll be rescued and whatnot, or you will have a hand protrude from your stomach and it will kill Tomasz. But then the story will rewind, and then he'll be like, oh, I don't know what happened, but I need to go find the person that just screamed. But the weird thing is that Miss Nowak was saying that she didn't scream, and Tom clearly heard a scream. So what exactly was it that happened? Also, the whole thing where Celine says that she didn't see the thing that Tom saw, but I distinctly remember her actually seeing it. In fact, she's the one that points it out. So why is she acting like that? Did she perhaps see the same thing that Tom saw or something, and she's just pretending that it didn't happen in order to, not seem crazy? Also, Tom is still being pretty hostile to his dad. Even though his dad is trying to be better. He got a job and he's contributing now. He's not just a drunk alcoholic anymore. He actually has a job and he's gonna contribute to the bills and whatnot. It's not just gonna fall on Tom anymore. But I suppose that it is a little too late to expect a whole 180 from Tom and being like, oh, okay, fine, you're good, we're good. But And then there is Raymond and Markus. And basically Markus coming clean that they went to Koamino when they weren't supposed to because they didn't have any authorization. And because it's just dangerous in general. And of course, the fact that there was bad people there. A lot of stuff happened. And there's still a lot of mysteries. Is there something actually going on in Sibnavel? Like some sort of spooky thing? Or what is it? You know? There's like loan sharks, the people that are looking for Otto for the money, and then there's these weird things that Tom has seen, and then now apparently Miss Nowak and apparently her son Camille was also seeing them. And then of course there's a new husky guy. He looked nice, I guess. He looked like he wanted to be like not recognized, but sort of like acknowledged by Markus. But Markus is like, yeah, I kind of have some things that I need to take care of. I can't really deal with this hyper guy that is like super into me right now. So like, yeah, I'm gonna go do that. But anyways, yeah. So what are your thoughts? Write it down in the comments, and thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Cienie yourself, you can do so by going down to the link in the description, which have a direct link for the itch.io page where you can download and play the game yourself. They do have a Patreon in case you want to support the project, and I do recommend it because, I mean, this is a very good story. It is like a nice little blend of horror and mystery and suspense, I guess. You get earlier access to builds of Cienie, but depending on the tier that you subscribe to, you can also get like a little drawing of your persona, or if you don't have one, then you need to just make up one, I guess. And if you would like to support the channel and help support me, you can become a channel member, which gives you earlier access to these videos as they're being scheduled. And it would be greatly appreciated. And if you can't do that, there is Ko-fi, you know. Any form of support is appreciated. You know, like and subscribe the you know, whatever. I also have a throne, but yeah. Anyway, so I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.